Evening. This is the February 22nd, 2023 meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission. This open meeting is being operated as a hybrid format under Chapter 22 of the Acts of 2022.
Sharing your screen.
The public can join the meeting remotely by telephone by dialing 1-408-650-3123 and then entering access code 942-845-549, or you can join via computer at global.gotomeeting.com/join/942-845-549. Supporting materials for tonight's hearing have been provided to the commissioners and are available on the town's website, and the public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda. My name is Michael Garland. I'm chairman of the commission. Permit me to confirm that members participating tonight are here and can hear me. So when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Michelle Colross.
Here.
Catherine Nordberg.
Here.
Christopher Carey. Here. All right. And then town officials participating, Jesse Averka.
Here.
Please note that this meeting is being recorded by Auburn Cable Television. And so if there are applicants that are participating remotely, when you come online, please state your name and your address as if you were attending in person. So the first hearing on tonight's agenda is a 7 p.m. public hearing, Nordic Industrial Properties LLC, in care of Fuller's Collision Center, and notice of intent for property at 12-14 Swart Street. Is there a motion to open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. It's a vote. Is there anyone here on behalf of Nordic Industrial Properties? Please, come on down.
Hi, good evening. Excuse me. My name is Ron Mendez from Graves Engineering, speaking on behalf of the project proposed at 12 and 14 Sword Street. The property is currently developed with multiple buildings, mainly for commercial and industrial purposes. There is one existing residence and one detached garage on the property. The project proposes to demolish the residence and the detached garage and construct a 60-foot by 60-foot single-story building and a 60-foot by 100-foot addition. The property also has existing paved parking, and as part of the project, they plan to expand the parking areas, increasing the number of parking spaces from 70 to 85. As part of the project, stormwater improvements will be completed, specifically by installing a bioretention area. And there is an existing intermittent stream on the property towards the westerly side of it with some associated wetlands. And we haven't filed, I guess, the note of intent, and we've also gone before the planning board. The project does qualify for a major land disturbance permit. Up to this point, we haven't received comments from the Department of Public Works for that application yet. We have received comments for the peer review and engineer for the, I guess, planning board application. And I guess beyond that, if there are any questions, I can try to answer.
So as a result of the construction that's being proposed, are you going to increase the impervious area at the site?
Yes, now the amount will increase.
By how much, can you tell us?
Yes, I believe that amount is about 2,500 square feet.
I mean, you filed because the wetland area, you're doing work obviously within 100 feet of the wetlands.
Yes, indeed.
But the wetlands are not being impacted in any way, correct?
No, not directly. We would be working within the buffer area, within the 50-foot and also within the 25-foot.
Well, we have a no-build zone. You cannot build, unless you are qualified for a variance, you can't build within 25 feet of the
Okay.
wetland. My understanding in looking at the plan is that I didn't think the parking was being expanded so that there was going to be an intrusion into the no-build zone. So I need some confirmation from you that that's the case.
The parking will not be within the 25-foot buffer area. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the only work would be shown on, I can try to show it.
Up any plan.
Okay.
Any page you want.
Cool, thank you kindly.
The big screen behind you.
Okay. If this cooperates with me.
I just take it.
Yeah.
This thing has been pending for some
I need
time.
to find the numbers for them, I think,
Oh, okay.
Did they redo them?
We reviewed them. I mean, I went out to the
No,
site.
redo them.
All right.
Oh,
All right, so the actual parking would come would be to about here. The only actual work within the buffer would be the culverts that connect to the stormwater retention area, or the bioretention area, I mean. So it'd be the installation of the culverts with the associated outfall. But beyond that, the parking would be beyond the 25-foot buffer. A portion of that parking would be within the 50-foot buffer.
but not the 25-foot.
No, that'd be correct. It wouldn't be within 25 feet, nor would the building at all be. That, if you have a set of plans, this would be sheet 104. Okay.
So there's going to be, I think that was. So I guess technically, you are actually, by putting in the outfall, you are within the 25-foot no-build zone, correct?
Yes, we are within the 25-foot area.
Now, under our bylaws, you're supposed to provide alternatives analysis, and I don't think you've done that.
Can you repeat that last part?
Under our bylaw, in order to build within, we have a strict 25-foot no-build zone. Your plan proposes to do some work, although I understand the purpose of the work, but it's within the 25-foot no-build zone. Under our bylaw, in order to do that, you have to request a waiver.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. No, it hasn't been done there.
So my suggestion would be, and I'm sure that there are people at Graves that can understand what we're looking for.
Okay,
So my suggestion would be that this matter be continued and that you look into requesting a waiver and doing the alternatives analysis.
sure.
Okay?
We can definitely do that.
All right, so we'll continue this matter to our next meeting, which will be on March 8th.
Okay?
Jesse, do we have anything at 7 o'clock that day? No. Okay, so is there a motion to continue the public hearing on this matter to March 8th at 7 PM?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. It's a vote. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Callan.
See you at our next meeting.
So next week, is this the property that we had staked last year?
Have you been out there? No, it's not.
It's not. that
It's
property.
farther down on Sword Street.
Okay. I was just wondering if it was the property we had staked last year. Thank you.
The next matter on our public hearing is the 7:05 hearing, Tesla request for determination of applicability for 385 Southbridge Street for the construction of more charging stations. Is there a motion open?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, it's a vote. Sorry, that's fine.
I took yours.
Yeah, it's over here. Mr. Zimmer, are you here on behalf of Tesla?
Yes, I am.
Okay, hi. Please make your presentation, sir. We've received the plan and your request for determination, so if you would just summarize briefly what your plans are?
Sure. On behalf of Tesla, John Zimmer with South River Environmental. The proposed activity is the addition of 8 new electric vehicle charging stations within a parking lot associated with the Auburn Mall. If you can see, it's basically right along Brotherton Way. There is a perennial stream, Dark Brook, which runs to the west and then flows into Auburn Pond. I did delineate the inland bank associated with the stream, as well as a small fringe BVW associated with the pond. The proposed activities are located within the 200-foot front area, as well as a portion of it is located within the 100-foot buffer zone to the BVW. The majority of the work is situated within the existing island, which runs between Brotherton Way and the parking area. There'll be a small conduit that's installed underground to the west towards Auburn Street to a riser pole, and then it will be connected into the electric distribution system located along Auburn Street. The 7 of the charging stations are located to the east of the existing charging station, so further away from the stream, and then there's one additional that's located to the west. We'll have erosion controls installed along the area where the conduit will be in, and then it will all be revegetated after the conduit is installed. Not sure if folks have been out to the site or not, but pretty much the entire area is previously disturbed, even down to the banks of the stream as well. So we thought that the filing of an RDA was an applicable avenue for this project.
So, Mr. Zimmer, I think I probably pass or go on Brotherton Way probably 4 or 5 times a week, and I've been doing that for a very long time. So, in fact, when I go down that road, I often see that there are vehicles that are being recharged. So, with respect to the installation of the charging stations that you're proposing, how much disturbance is involved in terms of, is there any excavation of the blacktop, or how is that done exactly?
I don't believe there'll be any excavation of the blacktop. The charging stations, I believe, are located just on the back side of the blacktop within the island area. There will be a small concrete pad, which you can see to the, I guess it's to the west of the existing station. That's about 40 square feet in area. But that'll be in the island as well. So no disturbance of the pavement, as far as I'm aware.
And how long will it take to install these charging stations?
My sense is from the engineers is it would probably be done within a couple of days, maybe a week at the most. But the installation of the conduit, which, from my perspective is the most disturbance, would likely be done within a day.
Okay. And when do you propose to do the work?
I'm not exactly sure when they would do it, but my guess would be the spring of this.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions. Any questions from the board?
No.
Do you have any questions? Okay. All right, Mr. Zimmer, I have no other questions. Is there a motion to close?
I'll move to close.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. It's a vote. All right, Mr. Zimmer, we will most likely issue a decision tonight, so I want to thank you for making your presentation.
Great. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
You too. So we have some other matters on tonight's agenda. We have received a request for certificate of compliance for 92 Tinker Hill Road. We went out there 2 Saturdays ago. Everything seemed to be in order. The as-built plan reflects the conditions that were proposed on the original plan. and that was the work that was done immediately adjacent to Tinker Hill Road. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Okay, can you do better?
I'm sorry, what?
A motion to issue
Motion issue
certificate of compliance?
of compliance.
Okay, that's good. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right, is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. 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 Opposed? It's a vote. Okay. So I see a gentleman here for 5 Sunrise Avenue. You have something to report? Okay. So I think at our last meeting, Mr. Kravosky was here. It was my understanding that he thought he would be getting us a plan probably by the first meeting in March. Is that your understanding? Okay. So, I mean, I think based on that representation, we had planned to, I think, have a hearing at that point, assuming we were going to get a notice of intent. So there's obviously still time for Mr. Kravosky to submit the plan. So we will continue that matter to our meeting on March 8th.
I did have SM Bonds come in and put in a new silk fence.
Okay.
I did put a silk fence there to try to preserve.
We saw it.
And I didn't know exactly what to do and how to go about that. So, I just know that it was there. I was trying to protect it.
Right.
I did go there and I took out 3 truckloads of trash that was within the flag zone. Tires, metal, there was old push lawnmowers, the old blades on and everything. There was a bunch of trash that was down there. And when I went there, I cleaned everything up, try to help, any kind of disturbance that I may have had in there. And, one of the biggest things was, back, January 14th, we had a plate burst in the house.
Oh,
And the mold or the organic growth that is inside of the house is accumulating rapidly.
right.
So I was wondering if there's anything that we can do that we can work inside the house and not like anything outside.
I think that's fine. I mean, our jurisdiction is the wetlands, so I think to the extent you need to, prevent, a last of us scenario from developing, I think that's probably a good idea. So feel free to do the work inside the house. Okay? All right.
Through the chair, just to elaborate on that, we have not received an application for 5 Sunrise, and today was the deadline for the March 8th meeting for advertising, so it won't be on until, depending on Mr. Kravosky, it won't be on until at least the 22nd.
Okay. When he was here, he wasn't certain if he was going to get it done for the meeting on the 8th. So apparently then, sir, we will see you on the 22nd. For the wetland area, but you can proceed with work inside the house. Okay? Great, thanks. For 23 Brook Street, have we received a notice of intent or anything from the property owner?
No, we don't have any applications that I'm aware of for 23 Brook
So
Street.
just by way of history, I had sent a letter out back in January in which we advised that property owner to submit a notice of intent by January 31st. And we received, I think, a call indicating that they hadn't been aware of the letter, or they had just gotten notice of it like a few days before the deadline, but that they were going to take steps to file the notice of intent. So now it is 3 weeks beyond the deadline that we set for them. And you'll recall, we told them when we went to the property that they had to file a notice of intent. That was reiterated by a written letter from us. And so it does not appear that they've taken any steps to comply. And we have an enforcement order in place for 23 Brook Street, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm, through the chair, I'm sorry, I'm double guessing myself. I think we may have gotten one after the deadline this afternoon. So
Oh, okay.
we may have gotten one late. I can go check my email in my office.
If you don't mind,
Be on,
the 22nd?
yeah.
Okay,
Let me just
sure.
Yeah, second.
So where are you going?
I'm going to Florida.
Of course you are. My wife's there now.
Is she?
Yeah.
It's nice and warm there.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I could, but I won't.
I pay for that, but like I've been working night and day trying to, especially if they have no phones with. All of them were canceled, so
Really?
already, yeah, because ELS haven't canceled enough people yet this year, so they had to meet their quota.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Southwest?
No, it's JetBlue today.
Really?
Yeah.
They're usually pretty reliable, aren't they?
No,
No,
no.
no. So I have my wife booked on a flight from Fort Lauderdale coming back in the end of March, and I did get the insurance because of what happened to all those poor people on Southwest.
Did you read the insurance?
Have I read the policy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, and it says if they cancel due to weather, then you're gonna get your money back?
They will get them, I will get my money back. I'm
It's
litigious
usually
by
just-
nature.
I'm gonna say, because usually that says just medical.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look at the fine
You're
print, but,
gonna have to look at.
yeah,
the-
you would know, so,
Yeah.
thanks. Okay.
Yeah, because usually I tell my clients not to do that, because it's just as easy to pay the $100 and change the ticket.
Yeah. Sir?
I apologize, they're on the agenda, they'll be on the agenda for the 8th, they submitted.
All right, terrific, good. Okay, we have received some meeting minutes, but I think since most of us are not here tonight, I think we will pass those meeting minutes on to our next meeting.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
I didn't think you object. So the only thing I think left is to, with regard to the charging stations at 385 Southbridge Street, is there a motion?
I would move to do a negative
Determination of applicability?
determination of applicability.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Is there a second? Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? It's a vote. Okay. Is there any new business?
There was one complaint from a neighbor of 38 South Street that there was construction going on there without a permit. Our building inspector went out and checked it out, and he didn't see any construction going on, but he did note that the yard has been cleared and regraded. So I didn't know if there would be interest in doing a site visit to see if there's any
Did,
wetlands being infringed upon or anything like that.
were any seen?
What was that?
Were any well seen at the site?
I am not aware of that.
Okay. We can take a drive-by.
Maybe
Take-
just came in today.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we can take a look. All right,
Reading probably means him because I'm gone this weekend and.
Jesse will accompany him.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, assuming the weather's okay, we could just do a quick drive-by, maybe at 9 o'clock, if that's all right with you, Jesse.
Yeah, that's definitely fine with me.
Okay, is there any other new business? Okay, in that case, is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Is there a second? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Of course, it's not opposed. It's a vote. All right, everyone, thank you very much. We'll see you on March 8th.